352 quintillion gallons of water form a seemingly endless expanse of uncertainty, excitement, and wonder. Since humans set foot on Earth, man has stared out at the water and imagined, what if? They've dreamed about a situation, a true pinnacle, that could permeate their stories until the day they pass on. When I reflect on all the pinnacles of fishing, my imagination is imbued with only a select few situations. For some anglers, their pinnacle could be trolling up a massive marlin. For others, it could be fooling a giant tarpon with a handmade fly. But for me, the pinnacle resides in one general situation. I need a spinning rod in my hand, a jumbo-sized target species, and the opportunity to excitedly watch it inhale my lure. So when I was invited to join 5 other creators on a popping and jigging trip where the target species regularly exceeds 200 pounds, I sprinted towards the opportunity. Join us as we pursue a true pinnacle of fishing. Good morning, everyone. It's probably too dark to see what's going on right now, but we are about to take off. We got a super long run. We're headed out. A bunch of creators on the boat. I will introduce you guys to everyone when we get out and there's a little bit more light, but we'll see you out on the water. With the boat filled to the brim with all our gear, we started to make our way out of the bay. Until we realized something. One of the creators had hopped off the boat real quick, and we almost left him at the dock.
All for the video.
Nothing was on purpose.
I swear.
We all squeezed together in a pile of beanbag chairs and just endured this real long run out. On the way out, we passed a bunch of big old gas rigs as well as oil rigs, just completely lit up like Christmas trees. When we got to the first bit of blue water offshore, the captains decided they wanted to put out some wahoo trolling plugs because there had been a good bit of wahoo around. Right now we're about 50 miles, got another 10 to go before we start wahoo fishing. And then later in the day, hopefully do some tuna fishing. It is slick right now.
A little more traction works.
Yeah, that's looking good. Capt and TJ gave everyone the lowdown because a lot of these creators have never actually had the chance to catch a wahoo trolling before. So he gave them all the knowledge that they're going to need in order to be successful in cranking on this wahoo. We also decided that those that have never actually caught one were going to get first chance at the rod. So myself, having caught a couple in my lifetime, I was last on the totem pole in terms of being able to reel one in.
Don't be sitting here saying, hey, I got to be the almighty man, switch up. He's going to have the boat gear. If you'll notice on these nomads, they don't have a lot of barb on them. So, we have to keep pressure on this fish at all times.
Guys are getting the wahoo rods out right now. The very first spot that we trolled over was like an old cut-off oil rig. So there was like marks down underneath the water, but you didn't see anything coming out the water. This is a giant oil rig. Something, honestly, I've never seen stuff like this up close. It's really cool to see. I'm so used to just wide open expanses of ocean, so it's cool to get out and see like just a different area. And like, you gotta imagine there's gonna be so many fish all over something like that because there's just this big wide ocean that's just nothingness for miles and miles and miles. So if you have this structure, that structure is gonna hold microorganisms, which then bait fish can feed on, and then bigger fish are gonna feed on those bait fish. So areas like this, it's just like, it's a haven for fish out in like that desert of the ocean. So fingers crossed, hoping we get a wahoo, and then we move into doing some other stuff later this afternoon. While waiting for our first wahoo to connect, I went around the boat and asked everyone to just introduce themselves and give like a little description on what they do.
Hi guys, I'm Jack. YouTube channel is Yak One Jack. I do a lot of offshore kayak fishing and nearshore fishing.
You look excited to be here.
I'm ready for the bite.
What's up guys, I'm Brad. My channel is Bearded Brad. Do a lot of surf fishing and saltwater fishing on the Alabama Gulf Coast.
Brad and I have fished together, and I think whenever we fish together, it's just a lot of sarcasm and not a lot of fish catching.
I don't know, I caught my biggest snook with you.
Yeah? Oh yeah, I forgot about that. No, that was actually the most epic day of mullet run fishing I had. So that was actually that was crazy.
I'm Tony with Fish Scum, the channel. We do a lot of surf fishing, land-based fishing in Florida. I love making it easy and accessible. Check it out.
Awesome. You said you own the company Fish Gum, right?
I do. I make a bait as well called Fish Gum Bait.
Yeah, it's pretty sweet. Maybe we'll catch some pompano on that this year.
I'd like to see that, Ryan. Thanks, brother.
Hey guys, I'm John McClain, and I run shark fishing trips off Pensacola Beach. The company's name is Big John Shark Fishing Adventures. Run charters as a full-time job, and check me out on my website as well at bigjohnsharkfishingadventures.com.
I don't know if you guys can tell on camera, but John, he fits the name because he's actually 6'9". I've never felt so tiny. Oh my God, dude.
There you go.
This isn't fair. I need to stand up straight.
What's up guys, my name is Phil Hollinsworth. I go by Salt Squatch on YouTube and all over social media. Just love creating outdoor fishing content and primarily focused on land-based fishing, but I always enjoy getting offshore, pier fishing, jetty, anything I can get into I love. So out here with 6 awesome creators making some awesome content today for saltwater sportsmen.
And I'll have everyone's information linked down in the description below. And lastly, I forgot to interview the 2 captains on the boat. But our 2 captains were Captain Kurt, whose boat we were on today, and Captain TJ, and these guys were both incredible, super positive guys, super knowledgeable, and just a ton of fun to fish with. But we're basically bumping from oil rig to oil rig, dropping the trollers in, seeing if we get a bump, seeing if the rod tip will get bumped, or seeing if we pick up a fish. Not staying for too long. There are so many more oil rigs out here than I thought there was going to be. There's a lot of structure, there's a lot going on. There's definitely going to be fish on these things, but it's just finding fish that want to eat. We trolled around a couple more rigs with a couple taps of the rod, a couple bites where I think the wahoo were literally whacking the lure, but they just weren't getting the hooks until we pulled up to this giant drilling ship, I believe it's called. And then we finally got our first fish to really connect.
Short rod in first, short rod in first. Start working on that long rod.
The fish took an initial run, and then Jack just had to crank and crank and crank. That heavy lure in that fish's mouth can pull out very, very easily. So Captain Kurt keeps the boat in gear so the line stays tight and that lure stays pinned in that fish's mouth. If that fish has the ability to get in front of the boat, that he's going to shake his head and that lure is going to come right out of his mouth. So keeping the line tight is of the utmost importance.
Nope, I see color.
Keep reeling, keep reeling.
Hold it, start walking down the front of the boat, bud.
There you go. You got to step over that?
Coming up.
Come on, come on.
Ooh, it's done. I'm tight, I'm tight.
Look up there.
Come on,
Be ready to wind. Be ready to wind.
yeah!
There we go. Watch that lure. Watch that lure.
Let's go, baby.
Go behind you.
Yeah! Heck yeah, baby.
That's what I'm talking about.
Ooh, what's that? 35, 25 wahoo?
20, 30 pounds.
Appreciate it, Cap Kurt. You're freaking man,
There
baby.
you go, Capt.
You're freaking man.
Whoa!
Look at this thing.
Woo!
Pick him up.
Look at this thing.
Good, baby.
Oh!
Don't throw him out of the boat now.
Oh! No!
Come on! Come on! Come on!
Let's go, baby.
Beauty, beauty. Good job, brother.
You want to hold it?
Never caught a wahoo before.
No, first time, man.
And you had the entire peanut gallery just screaming at you the whole time.
So nervous. 20 cameras on me at the same time. All I could do was say, get that pump, 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 pump.
And you had to keep reeling because these things literally, they're super fast. You have to keep the boat in gear because you got that heavy lure coming from their mouth, and all they want to do is shake their head and get that lure out. So you have to keep the boat in gear.
The lure just fell out.
Yep, the lure literally came right out.
That's why we got that boat in gear, and it's a little bit harder to reel.
Yep, but you got to keep cranking and keep the boat in gear because it keeps that hook buried. If they're able to get out in front of the boat and shake their head once, that lure's coming out. So it's all about, it's a big team effort. Getting that wahoo where it needs to be so it can get gapped and get it right in the boat. We're gonna do a couple more passes because we were literally watching the rods just get hit. It was just like doink, 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 and they weren't getting, like the fish weren't hitting it all the way. They weren't getting buttoned, and then finally Jack got hooked up. Hopefully someone else gets a wind on one. We got a lot of guys on the boat that have never caught a wahoo before, so this is right about where we got bit last time, so fingers crossed. Right now, we are on Saltwater Sportsman Expeditions. So Saltwater Sportsman, the magazine, is set up to get a bunch of creators like myself out on this boat and on other trips. Later this afternoon, we're gonna be moving to other areas where there's been a lot of tunas holding, and that's what I'm really excited about. I'm gonna be throwing some giant poppers, making a ton of commotion on the water, and trying to get a big tuna to come up and eat one on top, y'all. Apparently there's tunas that are over 150 pounds out here, so I don't know if my body's ready to fight one that big on spinning tackle, but I'm definitely willing to give it a shot. Anxious to get a rod in my hand, I asked Captain Kurt what the plan was for the rest of the day, what he thought was going to happen. He told me that the tuna are really going to start taking off once the current gets moving, which was going to happen right around 1 or 2 p.m. And it was going to get really, really good right before the sun went down. And then we're going to continue to catch them through the evening. So, much to my delight, the trolling did slow down and he allowed us to start jigging. So I popped out my slow pitch gear and started dropping some jigs. So this is a Johnny Jigs 200 grams. This is actually the exact same jig that I caught my personal best African pompano on. Showing you guys some clips of that right now. The thing was massive. So this jig has brought me good luck before. Let's see if it can do it again.
I think it will.
I appreciate the positivity. There we go. Oh yeah. Up. Off. Oh, there it is. We're on. Woo, buddy. Tight on the Johnny Jigs. Oh man. Ate it on the drop, y'all. Ate it on the drop. Not small. Not huge. Woo. Come on up. Oh my god. Maybe tuna-like head beats, but might be getting eaten right now. I think it's getting demolished by sharks right now. Felt like it was just getting gangbanged by sharks. Now it might have turned into a shark. I think it turned into a shark.
Did it really?
I don't know. I think that like those little sharks are just like, oh yeah. Oh my god, dude. Okay. So we're gonna try that again. We got us a 300 gram Johnny Jigs. See if we can get bit. Literally got bit on the drop last time by something huge. I think what ended up happening on that last fish is all these little sharks that are around here just started ravaging it, and one ended up cutting me off. But I definitely saw a flash of something under the boat right before it broke. Sucks, man, but is what it is. There we go. There we go. Fish on. Fish on. We're tight. Good fish. Good fish. Tight on the bow. Oh yeah. Woo, buddy. Come on now. Come on up. Oh my god. Did you get cut? I just got cut. Like clockwork, right around 1:30 p.m., we started seeing some explosions on top, which were a combination of skipjack tuna and smaller yellowfin tuna. So I picked up my popping rod, found myself a really good spot on the front of the boat, and prepared for what could be the most epic catch of my lifetime. Let's throw out this popping lure and catch us a true monster. Oh my gosh. Oh, they're starting. Oh, most of the blowups we were seeing were smaller, so I wasn't necessarily convinced that there were really any big fish around just yet. But it didn't stop me from popping and popping and popping. And when other people started to hook up, I started to get even more antsy. Oh, double, double, double. Oh, buddy. Oh, off. Oh yeah, we're good on the gaff. Come on, son. That was sick.
Yeah, just throw it. Get him, Brian. Switch.
Woo, buddy. Let's go. That was sick, dude. You gotta love some top water.
Oh yeah! That's a yellow, baby!
Oh!
We got the first yellow! Yeah! Yellowfin, baby.
When I hit him.
Oh yeah.
Get that big. Where's that other guy?
I can, it's right here.
It's 30 feet. In bait. Light just turned on.
Yeah, they all right out here.
Anybody got eyes on it?
Oh yeah, come on, Yellow.
Come on.
Come on, you pretty little baby.
Woo! Let's go! Let's go! Hell yeah! On the popper. Look at that. That is sick.
Yeah, baby.
Woo! Man.
That was fun, huh?
Absolutely.
Check that out, y'all. That is my first yellowfin on the popper of the trip. I think I've caught 1 or 2 yellowfins in Japan on the popper, but this is definitely my biggest on the popper. So sick. Had one fish blow up, pulled hook on that one, and then this guy came up. We're looking for a true giant this trip, though. This is a great appetizer. We're looking for one that is gonna give me nightmares. We're looking for a backbreaker. Awesome fish to start the trip. Glad we got one in the boat. Let's get a big one now.
I'm gonna drop the ebbing rig down. You guys have seen me use this one before. I learned this over in Japan, but allows me to size down the tackle that I'm using. Maybe we can fool a blackfin or something. All right, so the marks on the screen are absolutely crazy. We're seeing some blow up still. I got blown up on the popper, but I didn't connect. Phil is getting the business from these tuna right now on the jig. That's 0 for 2.
Goodness.
It sucks. Well, you got that heavy weight hanging from their mouth, so they do get off sometimes, especially since they swim up. Nah, there's... That's probably maybe a fish. Yeah. Okay, a fish.
Brian's on. Is that one? Something smaller.
Something. He's gonna learn he's hooked here in a second. He was just swimming my stuff up. It just went slack completely. On the ebbing rig, on the Japanese ebbing rig. Oh man. What are we gonna have? A little skipjack tuna or something like that? This is on that Ocean's Legacy Elementus. I use this for high-speed jigging, spinning rod. Also use it for this ebbing rig. You can slow pitch with this too, just with heavy jigs. It's a stiffer rod. Oh, look at that bait. That's a marlin bait if I ever saw one.
You want to get your pliers and get in there?
Yeah. There we go.
Big yellow.
Look through the nose on that guy. Shoo! Look at that little bullet just go off. It'd be sick if we can put a big old blue in the air or something like that.
Does it look like a blackfin?
There's a fish.
You got it?
That's a fish.
Nice.
That's a better one. Woo! On the ebbing rig.
Oh, yeah, we got Ryan on one.
There we go.
Let's go, baby.
A little better than the last one. Got those signature tuna tail baits.
Yeah, these jigs are on fire right now.
I might have snagged him or
There's 2 blackfins on the same time. Look at this.
Oh no.
no, I was just fighting his fish.
Both on it. Let's get back up the spot.
Oh no, I got a fish too.
Fish.
Careful, that jig's barely in there. Get him in the boat.
Yes.
Blackfin
Nice.
on the Ocean's Legacy Elementus. A slow pitch jig.
Look at that.
Beautiful.
What he said.
That's probably your first slow pitch fish, isn't it? Yeah? Sick.
You did. You knew that. Wrapped around the tail.
There he is. Okay.
Another one.
Another little blackfin on the ebbing rig.
Blackfish.
The ebbing rig thing.
Wake up over here, guys.
It's jig bite right now.
I'm gonna take a second and just go over my rod and reel combos for you guys to show you kind of what I've been using this trip. This combo is a Shimano Ocean Jigger 2000 left-handed model with an Ocean's Legacy slow element. This one's rated for PE3, so like 120 to 300 gram jigs, but honestly I fish up to like 400 gram jigs on this rod and reel. A lot of people, I haven't caught a fish on this yet, but a bunch of people have caught fish on this today. This is an Ocean's Legacy long contact, but all the Johnny jigs I was fishing earlier got smoked too. Unfortunately, those fish just got sharp. This is an Ocean's Legacy focal 7'10", Daiwa Saltiga 10,000 with some 40-pound braid on there, 80-pound leader, and a Yozuri mag popper with some BKK treble hooks on it. And lastly, this is an Ocean's Legacy Elementus. This is one of their heavier models. It's like 6'1", rated for like PE6. I use this for my Japanese ebbing rig. If you guys are curious about this, I have a whole video discussing what this is and how to use it. That's on my channel. Just search like Japanese fishing rig or something like that. This is also a Daiwa BG MQ 8000, 30-pound braid on there. I do want to say, if you guys have been around the channel a lot, you've seen me use Ocean's Legacy rods. I use the focal lineup for so much different stuff, and I've actually partnered with a local tackle shop, Johnny Jigs, and we're going to be doing, you guys can buy Ocean's Legacy products on their website with my code Ryan Morey for a little bit of a discount. This is this is a big deal for me because it's going to be able to help out the channel, and a lot of you guys have been wanting to buy these rods for a long time. You've seen all the fish that I've caught on them over the past couple of years. Killer rods, really stand by them. You also, if you're trying to get into slow pitch jigging, pretty much everything on Johnny Jigs' website, you can save a little bit of money with my code Ryan Morey. So if you guys have been thinking about wanting to get into slow pitch jigging, maybe you have some questions, call up Johnny Jigs, tell them that you know my channel, tell them you know my code, and tell them you want to place an order for some stuff. They will totally walk you through what to use, what you need, what you don't need, and they won't try and break the bank on you. They'll be honest with you to tell you what you need if you're just trying to get into the sport. So huge shout out to Johnny Jigs, and again, code Ryan Morey on all their Ocean's Legacy products. It will save you guys, and a lot of you guys have been trying to buy these rods for a long time, so I'm happy that now I do have an option somewhere to send you guys if you want to check them out. Put the drone in the air to throw the popper and get it, just get a shot of it, and I got blown up on. Oh my God. Are you kidding me? Ah. I think it's a cuda. Ah ha ha. Cuda on the popper. That thing hammered it though. Woo! Ah, that was sick. Here, I'll get you a crank in a sec.
Are you good? I get it.
Okay. Bail's open.
Cuda on the popper. Nice. Try to wiggle your hook.
I can get you right here.
I got it.
Thanks, big dog. Literally just trying to get some B-roll.
With the bite not particularly being red hot and the sun starting to get a little bit lower, Captain Kurt made the decision that it was time to make a move. But before we moved to the next spot, which would probably be where we spent our evening, he said it would be a really good idea to head over to these weed lines and catch a few live baits. So that's exactly what we
little
did.
micro triple tail on there. You guys want these, right?
On our way through these weed lines, I saw something that just kind of stuck out to me. Check this out.
We're going down this weed line, and I saw a triple tail on this bucket here. He's literally like in the bucket right now, so I'm gonna try and scoop him up with the net. We'll see if he's legal.
Unusual. You did? He's not legal. Definitely not legal. You don't catch him though.
Oh, we got him.
He's legal.
Yeah, he's definitely looks bigger than I thought.
Wow, that is
Look at that. That was sick.
16. 2 inches short.
Still a great catch though, buddy. Let's see that picture. Show it around. Man.
Oh my God, look at these cameras.
You're very popular. You're very popular.
We just dip netted this bad boy.
That is amazing.
We're gonna give him his home back too.
Yeah.
Some people may think
That's my
this is a piece of trash, but this triple tail is using that as habitat, so we're gonna let him have that back. Let him use that to hide under.
Pretty cool though.
Went right back.
Oh!
That's his house right there.
Yeah, tell me. Right in between you guys. This looks so cozy. Ah, right there. Yes, this is what we needed. Well, nappy nap before a tuna sleigh. I'm ready, son. Woo! Doing what? Right here. Oh my God. Oh, there, tuna blown up. Oh my God. Oh my God.
Be careful.
Oh my God. Woo, buddy. Brad, you loved schooling up with me, dude. Dude, this is ridiculous.
Big fish. Woo, let's go. Oh yeah, baby.
Let's go, baby. Yeah, baby.
There you go, you want to switch? Come on now.
Let's go, baby. Oh, spit it.
Oh my God, there we go.
Spit it.
Okay, I gotta come over you.
Over there.
Hell yeah. Good work. You guys see him blow-ups over here?
Okay, Brad, remember your training.
Yeah, he
don't
said throw
don't
it at
let
the
us
birds.
down.
I threw him to the bird and he came up and smoked it.
Captain Kirk Charter's putting us on him.
Yes, he is. Yes, he is.
With Brad fighting the first sizable tuna that we had seen all day, I was up on the front of the boat doing anything I could to try and get a bite. I was popping my lure, leaving it in the water, counting to 5, popping it hard again. I was working it quick, I was working it slow. All I wanted was a shot. I wanted a shot at a fish that I'd never seen in person before. A shot at a true monster tuna.
Tony, you could probably pick up one of the... Oh my...
Right, just got smoked.
Oh my God, buddy. Are you kidding me? Oh my God, son. Are you freaking kidding me?
Go up under him and try to work yours. There you go. Try to bring fight your.
I'll start working to the left. Oh my God, that was epic, y'all. Woo. Woo, that was epic, y'all. Woo, that was epic. Oh my God, so sick. Tony, would you?
Alright. Hey, you can still get up under him.
Oh, go in my case and just get my big camera.
Up. You lift your rod up.
Yep.
Lift your rod up.
Lifting up.
I got you.
Push those buttons, Tony.
Great job, guys.
Push the button and lift up. There you go.
Oh my God! Look at Let me under. Oh my God.
It says sport focus.
Oh my God.
We have the fish right there. Trying to get the gap to him. Hold the hook.
We'll be out of your way next time.
Oh.
I see you.
Go to unscrew that thing. Lefty loosey.
They're here. We're the only ones here. Nobody else is scared them down.
There you go. Whew. Whew. Oh my God, y'all.
Big fight.
This thing picked up some steam.
Just got one for a run.
Biggest tuna I've ever hooked, y'all. Definitely the biggest tuna I've ever hooked in my entire life. Just sounding, just straight down to the bottom. Ridiculous. So much power. Whew. Body is so tight right now. I'm just trying to, you know,
Cramping,
tight
baby.
on him. Oh my God. This is ridiculous. Are you kidding me?
That's epic.
Saltwater Sportsman Expeditions will give you back problems for the rest of your life.
Hey, we'll make sure we
Down,
get out of
baby,
the way
go down.
this time.
Oh my God. I severely underestimated the power of these fish, y'all. Severely.
That's 100 pound. That's 100 pound fast fish.
It's a huge fish you got on.
Yeah, it's a big fish.
I barely even saw the blow up.
Came out of water.
I was like looking at the tackle boxes on the ground. But there wasn't anything going on. I was just casting, you know.
Man, they were on fire as soon as we pulled
Why
up.
don't you get that fish up there?
I'm trying, son. I'm trying.
So someone else can fish. I think you got him
Got
whooped.
him whipped now.
You got him
Coming
whooped.
up.
Pump him, baby. Pump him.
There we go. Starting to gain some now. Starting to gain some now. Oh my God. We still got a good amount of line out.
You got a big one, Capt?
Yeah, you got him.
Oh, we're getting this line nice and tight on this reel right now. Nice and tight.
He heard you.
He says I ain't done with you yet, Ryan.
You know what else is tight?
Get him.
Gotta put the boys to one side, you know what I'm saying? So this is unlike any fight I've ever experienced. The sheer power of these things and how much leverage they have on you. I feel whooped right now, y'all. I'm gaining line. I'm getting inches at a time. Just kind of a little out of tension with my hand, getting half a crank. A little out of tension, getting half a crank. I look a little funny right now, but this has become the most comfortable fighting stance for sure. With the rod in between my legs. But man, this is just a special animal, special trip, special experience. Hoping it's gonna last a little longer. Come on. That initial run, I was done nothing like I ever experienced. I was sitting here like, oh my God, am I about to have to hand the rod off? Like, what is going on here? My brain is freaking out right now. Don't even know what to think.
Yeah, you saw that one, didn't you? I did, yeah. I didn't see the fish, I saw the splash.
Over the years, I've talked to multiple anglers that have tangled with triple-digit tuna on spinning tackle. And every single one I talk to tell me the same thing. It is painful. It is one of the most painful and uncomfortable experiences you will ever have, especially while fishing. I really didn't believe them. I thought maybe they aren't great at fighting fish, maybe they're out of shape, maybe they're not that strong, maybe they don't have great endurance. I was wrong. The only time I've experienced a level of discomfort similar to this was when I ran a marathon. At mile 15, my body started to give out on me, and I had to absolutely put mind over matter to finish out that race. And this was a shockingly similar experience in a shortened amount of time.
Back at you. Put that rod on. That's what he's doing. He's just doing big circles now.
The big pinwheels. This has been as close to a stalemate as I've ever had fighting a fish. The tuna is just pinwheeling, just spinning down there, and I'm gaining inches, and I mean inches, and then he'll take a couple more inches. He's probably 50, 75 feet down right now. Really big fish. They've gotten a look at him a couple times. I'm smoked, y'all. I'm smoked. I'm drenched in sweat. Just trying to stay alive. Trying to keep this fish tight, do the right thing. I see color for the first time now.
Yeah, I see him. Holy crap.
One of the biggest fish I've ever fought in my entire life. Absolutely ridiculous. I think the hardest fight too.
And it's pointed down right now. That's why you can't get anything.
Yeah.
I'm just watching. I'm just letting you know kind of what's going on.
Okay.
Need some water with you right now? All right, it's going to be coming to you. You might be able to lift with the pad here. It's still pointed flat down. All right, it's coming up a little bit. Try to lift it right here.
It's like so quiet on the boat right now. Everyone is waiting for Tiger Woods to make his putt. Let me tell you, this is intense. Everyone's just solemnly quiet, hoping that we can get the fish close enough to get a chance at gapping them, because this is a tough creature to land, let me tell you.
Grab that gaff.
Got it. Who's Kurt at? You over guy?
Close here.
The stud, Ryan. Look at them sickles. Look at them sickles.
Are you filming?
Great, man. It's going to be until we get a really good shot on it. We're not going to try to force something.
I hear you.
That's a big. That's a big.
Real fish.
Yeah, it's for
Trying
real.
to get it.
It looks really nice to me.
How you feeling, Ryan?
Great.
I feel good, buddy.
Never been more alive.
We feel good. Hell yeah, baby.
There you go.
It's a big guy? There it is.
Just wait. We got it.
Look, I'm going to take the right shot. I ain't going to go after him if he ain't ready. That big bastard will
That's
pull
a
me.
big guy, y'all.
That's a big guy. Ain't a yellowfin. It's a big guy.
That's all
Big
right.
guy.
Here it is.
Oh my gosh.
Hang on, y'all, watch out. Let me get up there and help you.
Come on.
He's turning. He's coming right here.
Pop him. Let's go, baby.
All right.
Oh my God.
Let's go back here. Let's get
Back here, right here, right here.
1, 2.
Let's go.
Oh yeah! Big guy, baby!
Let's go.
No wonder.
Oh,
God.
That's 150 plus, guys.
What a fish.
Bro.
Dude.
Right.
Dude,
Let's get a nice.
that's Ryan.
Thanks,
Hey, while you got his show on, you still got that on?
Yep.
Let me tell you something about this man on this spinning rod. This ain't the easiest deal. For him not to hand this rod off, he is the man. I found you that.
Sweet.
He earned every bit of this fat girl.
Look at that.
Wow.
You hooked that girl thing perfect, man.
What a tank.
Perfect. Let's go. Congrats.
Thanks, brother. That is incredible.
Guys, just be very careful here because he can
I want one.
start to go off.
I'm smoked.
Get you
I'm shell shocked.
Get you some whiskey, man.
Kurt!
After putting that once-in-a-lifetime big-eye tuna in the boat, I thought my night was over. I thought the fishing trip might actually be over. I was so wrong. The fishing trip was actually just beginning. With my big tuna in the boat, I kind of took a break, took some snacks, and tried to get hydrated because my entire body was starting to cramp up. But the fishing was going off. The lights of the oil rig cast a glow that just allowed you to see all of these fish feeding, and you allowed you to see the current ripping. It was unlike anything I've ever seen, and for a time, I just sat there, turned off all my cameras, and I took it in. It was spectacular. But after watching so many fish blow up, and not everyone hooking up, I decided that I needed to cast out again. I didn't even have a camera on me. And wouldn't you know it, I landed my personal best yellowfin tuna, a fish in that 80-90 pound class, absolute stud. And believe it or not, I caught it in under 10 minutes, but my entire body rejected me after that fight as both my forearms started seizing up completely.
Sick. That's awesome. Oh, yellow.
Woo, buddy. You know, that was
On the
thing. I
popper.
wanted to set my PB yellow this trip, and I was like, well, I did it. I only got a big eye. Now we did. This thing threw up a whole flying fish. That's what they're eating. That's what they think these poppers are. This is ridiculous, y'all. This is ridiculous. My man Jack just caught this absolute donkey yellowfin on the slow pitch setup. The Ocean's Legacy slow element. Oh my God, look at that thing. That's just a monster, brother.
For the entire boat, we caught many small yellowfins and skipjack tunas, 6 tunas over 70 pounds, and y'all, I just can't describe what a spectacular evening this was. And no video is ever going to capture what it was like to be there in person.
Check it out, guys.
Yeah!
Woo! Tuna, look at that. That's a monster. Tony, did it pay off?
This outro may not make chronological sense as I filmed it before a lot of the actual mayhem happened, but you can see my pure wonderment as I look at this fish and this evening and this just incredible experience.
Absolutely ridiculous fish. Huge, freaking big eye tuna. My brain's not even working right now. I'm probably really dehydrated. Just a massive fish on the popper, on spinning gear, on a freaking Saltiga 10K, man. That's just an absolute monster fish. Super stoked to catch it. And man, I can't think of a better way to end a video. An epic trip with an epic crew. Monster fish on poppers. Capt and Kurt charters out of Dolphin Island, Alabama. Man, just absolutely ridiculous. Thank you so much, man. And huge shout out to Saltwater Sportsman Expeditions for setting this trip up, man. Just absolutely ridiculous. Can't wait till the next trip. Thank you guys so much for watching. And if you're looking for a video similar to this where we catch different species, check out this one right here. I'll see you guys over there.